I'm waiting for my coffee at Starbucks. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. The song I sing to Pee-Pee is, good morning, Mr. Pee-Pee, and how are you today? The mice are in the kitchen and they want to see you play. Hey, but the thing is that we just found out that we do have a mouse. Do you guys see these flowers right here? They, like, when you drive by Starbucks, I feel like I'm in Hawaii right now. Like, seriously, they're absolutely incredible. It is already 76 degrees, and I have on a long sleeve shirt because I am meeting with an old kind of friend of mine. I'm going to talk about it on my vlog later today. I hope she'll let me explain who she is and maybe be in the vlog a little bit. And so, yeah, I'm excited about that. And I have one person I have to meet with before that. And then I'm going to go do that. I'm super excited. And we're going to go. She suggested it. She watches all of my videos. And once you guys see her on here, you'll recognize her name from like the comments and the YouNow streams and stuff. So I hope she'll let me be on here. If not, you know, I try to be totally like understanding of people that like don't want the fame of being, you know, a famous YouTuber. So the fame of it all. But so yeah, so I'm doing that, and then I'm gonna make videos, and then Alex and I are gonna maybe do something today. I don't know. I might go to a meeting. I just want to really have like a lazy day. Do you ever feel like that? Lazy days down the river. Do you guys follow Social Blade to follow all of your up and coming YouTubers? So Social Blade came out with a new app, and you can go in there and you can like list your favorites, and then it like takes you to it like really quick. You just hit your favorites. And then it'll tell you like where they're at for the moment and like how many, like it is just like Social Blade on the internet or online, but it's like a better app than it used to be. So, in case you guys, you know, follow that. A lot of people follow that stuff. It's really interesting to me, like, I didn't even know what Social Blade was until probably 6 months ago, and I can't remember who I was talking to, and they were like, you don't watch your channel on Social Blade? And I was like, no, what's Social Blade? And they're like, Social Blade is like this website, and it like tells you like how many you lose and how many you don't lose. And what's interesting is that like YouTube says that like it's not accurate, but it's like, I will say this, it's not accurate for the money that it says that people are earning on there. That's just my personal experience, but it's very accurate as far as the numbers. Like the numbers are to the second, like on there. So like if it says I have, you know, 101 subscribers that second, and then it shows it going up. Like I can go to my YouTube channel within the creator application. What is taking this person so long? Seriously? Like has this become like my life is waiting in lines? But they're probably getting some huge frappuccino, or they're having to make a piece of bread warm or something like that. That's when I think that you probably shouldn't go through fast food, that you should just go inside because it's not fast for the rest of us. But anyway, there's my daily complaint. First world problems. Be grateful, Peter. Be grateful for your life that you have today. And the wonderful, beautiful flowers that you're getting to smell longer since you're sitting here. So anyway, so I do think it's pretty accurate. They give you a grading scheme though, which is really suckerella, I think. Like, I noticed like for the last couple months, I've been like, this is what's interesting about it, okay? So for the last couple months, my main channel has been like a B-. And today I just looked and I'm a C+, but like I've gained more subs in the last month than I have. So it doesn't really make any sense at all whatsoever. Hey, can you see if I have anything left on that?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wait, did you say see if something's left or possible?
I don't know if there's anything left on it.
Well, I did have the pen somewhere, but I don't know where it went. But you have like $3 left on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And then like took care of it, obviously. And then here's that for you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks.
he's so sweet. He can remain nameless, but he was really weird because we somehow found each other like on Facebook, that guy and I, and we were both writers, and he wrote a book when he was like 18, and it's like phenomenal. It's like such a great book, and got it published and everything like that, and so anyway, but like we never met. Like we only like spoke on Facebook and stuff, and like I think he just recently got engaged, and I would, you know, do you guys know people like that on Facebook? And I would be like, hey, congratulations or whatever. Because we had talked a lot through like email and stuff like that about books, and he had asked a lot of advice about me publishing my book and things like that. So anyway, I was driving through there one day, and he like looked at me, and I was like, I know you from somewhere. And he was like, yeah, I know you from somewhere. But of course I get that all the time because I'm YouTube famous. Joke, I never get that. I used to a lot. When Trisha Paytas shouted me out at the beginning and Shane Dawson, like, it was weird. I like got noticed everywhere I went. I never get noticed anywhere anymore. I'm a nobody. I'm a celebrity in disguise. But so I was like, I think I know you from Facebook. And anyway, so he's a very sweet guy. The world is full of sweet people. The world is full of some evil too. Let's just straight up not even act like we don't know all that. It's so kind of hot today. It's hot and hopping. I love in Indiana. I don't know what it's like in the rest of the United States because I don't travel around often during the spring. But April and May is so beautiful in Indiana, and then like October, November is beautiful in Indiana too. I mean, not that the summer and the winter months aren't pretty, but they're just basic. But like spring here is like gorgeous because all the trees, all the flowers come out. You know, it's the epitome of what you would imagine spring to look like. And then like fall literally looks like Halloween fall that you see in movies. Like, and that's one reason why I love Indiana so much, you know, it's just like the seasons changing. Although, I have to say for the last 2 years, like the seasons haven't changed as much as they've changed before. Like we really had no winter this year. There was an ice storm in November that I got caught in the interstate with. Do you guys remember that? I filmed that. It was really funny. I mean, it wasn't funny that it was an ice storm. A lot of people got hurt, and it was scary as shit, but it was funny that I filmed it. So anyway, and then I think we might have had like 1 or 2 other days where we got some snow of like over an inch, but other than that, like, I mean, when I was growing up, like literally the middle of December to like March 1st, middle of March, I mean, the snow was always covered in snow. There was never not 3 or 4 inches of snow on the ground, and bitter cold so that it didn't freeze, it stayed, you know? So it's interesting to me that we don't get those winters anymore, and I know everybody says it's global warming, and that makes me sad. But then I was like, so many people like sent me Snapchats this winter of like places that where they lived, and having like they would wake up to like having a foot of snow, and like every single one of them I would comment back and I would be like, I'm jealous, and they're like, oh, don't be. And so it was kind of fun to live through that, you know. I think one of the great things that has happened as a result of me being on YouTube, I mean, not for you guys, but for me, a great thing for me that has happened as a result of being on YouTube is like to experience like the world, you know, like seeing people from around the world. I love that, you know. And you know, just if around the world is 10 miles north in Michigan, you know, like, it's so cool to me to see all that. So, all right, I'm gonna go get my stuff done, and I'm gonna see if my gal pal will be on my video later. Love you guys. So I'm sitting outside of Bob Evans with Teresa.
Hi!
Okay, can I say how I know you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Teresa was a patient of mine in 2000, we tried to figure out, 5 or 6?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. So, 13 years ago? How old would you have been? 17?
Yeah.
God, I feel so old. But she's married to somebody my age, so.
That's true, I am.
So she's married and very successful. We just had lunch. She took me out to lunch. Wasn't that so sweet? She took me out to Bob Evans. And then she gave me the most amazing picture of the Lonely Doll. If you have not read my Lonely Doll, I read it on my BookTube channel. Mm-hmm. It's actually one of my favorite videos that I've ever done. I don't talk about that very often because nobody ever asks me what's your favorite video you've ever done. But reading The Lonely Doll is one of my favorite videos.
I know. That's why I made it for you.
She had everything she ever wanted, but she's very lonely. So she took The Lonely Doll and she pasted all of the pictures. It's gorgeous. So I'll show it to you guys later. And she gave me a bunch of little treats too. So I am gonna show you guys that when I do I do a like P.O. boxing on haul today.
Did you get anything from your P.O. box
I did.
that you need to show? Yay!
Yeah, so I'm excited about all that. So
awesome.
But I wanted to put her on the vlog because if you guys now, when you see, can I say your name? Okay, Teresa J. She comments on all my videos. She's watched she is like hardcore Wolfpack president.
Yes.
Not everybody's getting jealous. They're like, no, I am. No, I am. No, I am. I am
the original. I used to watch him back when it was Pimo Vision before any of this happened.
She totally embarrassed me and she was like, oh my God. So I watched your very first videos and I was like, oh, from like a year ago. She was like, no, from like a couple years ago. And I was like, oh my God, I was just watching those back to upload them.
I want you to post them, please.
No, they're so embarrassing.
Everybody in the comment section below, tell him that you want him to re-upload those videos or unprivatize them.
Part of the problem is when I was watching them is that like every video I'm like this, like you can hardly see me, and I'm smoking in every video. Like I smoke in every video, like blow it, like Katie at Miss Fucking Wonderful, I blow it into the camera every time. And I tell her now, I'm like, girl, don't smoke on the camera. It's trashy. And she smoked, and so I was like, oh, when I was watching it back the other day, I was like,
just do it.
They're bad quality.
I say he should do it. That's just my opinion. In
my
opinion.
In my opinion.
Givenchy's Angel or Demon.
It's really nice. It's such a beautiful day.
It is beautiful. It's warm, and I wish it was like this every day.
So she took me to lunch. I had biscuits and gravy.
And I had chicken
and bacon.
And noodles.
And hash browns and shit chicken and noodles. I mean, it's Bob Evans.
Right? We live in Indiana. There's nothing else to do except
That's right. So look for Teresa J in the comment sections. Say a little hello to her in the comment section so she can get real excited and go read about it.
Bye.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Wasn't that so fun with Teresa? Okay, so I'm at the post office. And I got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to show. And I'm also going to show you the stuff that Teresa gave me, which was amazing. But I got this thing, and I have to show you because it really has to do with my car. And it's from Elizabetta, and she said, oh, she's from Serbia. And it said, I hope you like the fresheners for those YouTube famous car vlogs. I love this, you guys. Okay, so look. It's these air fresheners, but it's Alex and I's wedding picture where we're holding our rings. And this was actually on the front of the USA Today, too. When we, I'm putting it up right now because I love it so much. Oh, it smells really good. It's like an ocean smell. Oh my God. And on the back of it is pictures of Pee-Pee and the puppies and everything. I have to show Alex the back of it because I texted him the front of it. I'm gonna text him, yeah. Here's the back. Oh my God, I love it so much. Elizabetta, thank you so much. And I'm putting it up in my car right now because I think that's incredible. So I don't know that I'll always be able to put that for car vlogs. It might get a little annoying, but oh, I wonder if I double it over though, if it'll like go up a little bit. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, and it's a little reminder of my happy life as I drive around. Marriage fresheners, that's what they should call them. Marriage fresheners. That's what I'll title this video. Marriage fresheners. Oh, little Boo Radley. Anyway. Alex texted me back, what did he say? Oh, he's sad. So thank you, Elizabeth. I thought that was awesome. I just wanted to show you guys that because I thought that was so cool. It is literally 82 degrees in Indianapolis. It is gorgeous outside. I have to go to Litos. My nephew, who is 4, is in his very first baseball game to get tomorrow at 8 a.m., which we're probably not going to go to because it's at 8 a.m. But he's in like a parade tonight at 6 for this baseball thing, so we're going to go to the parade. So I'm going to probably film some of that. So, all right, talk to you guys a little bit. Okay, so I'm home. I wanted to show you my P.O. box stuff. Look, a hot mess today. So first things first, this author, Charles Wellington II, sent me book 1 of his book, The Phalanx Syndicate, Corsana. I don't know anything about this book, but I'm gonna put it in my TBR because I love when authors send me their books, you know, so much. So thank you, Charles Wellington II. The next thing I got from my P.O. box. Hi Peter, try this bougie lip balm. Your fan, Amy. So Amy sent me this bougie lip balm. She wrapped it so nice, like a Halloween present, or a hat, or a beard, or whatever you want it to be. I prefer a hat. It's a beautiful hat, isn't it? Or look, I'm Carrot Top. Okay, so anyway, I might save that for later. Okay, but she sent me, and I've already tried it, this Image Ormetic Balancing Lip Enhancement Complex. Don't you love when people do that? I like it, but I like flavored lip balms, but this one is bougie, so thank you so much. This is going in my Gucci messenger bag. So thank you so much for my little lip balm for my Gucci messenger bag. I'll put this, well, I'm actually throwing this ones away, so I will put this. Save the packages, save the gifts. Go right there. Then the next thing is, okay, so Teresa that I met with earlier, let me show you. So she said that we have so many things in common when she watches my video, which I thought was so cute, because we really do. I had such a good time meeting up with her. It was so fun. And so she got me contact solution, because it's her favorite kind. I love this stuff. And she put it in a Sephora bag, and she's like, it's not from Sephora. And then she got me baby lips. Oh my God. So get ready, because this and my bougie lip balm will probably make appearances in my vlog or in my videos. Baby lips like that. All right. And then, oh look, there's PB the Flying Chihuahua. And then she got me these Command brand damage-free hanging, large picture hanging strips right here, okay? And you might be asking yourself why. Now, if you are a fan of Peter Monn's, or part of the Wolf Pack, or a fellow booktuber, or you've watched any of my, so thank you, Teresa. I already gave her huge hugs and things and all that kind of stuff. You would know that I did a video on my booktube channel where I read my favorite children's book, The Lonely Doll. She was very, very lonely, but everything she had, but she was very lonely. Anyway, so the reason I love it is because of the pictures. And I said in there that I had always wanted to frame all the pictures. Are you ready to see what Teresa's done? So Teresa's waited about 3 months to meet up with me because she's been carrying this picture around with her in the car and everywhere else. Look at this. This is absolutely amazing. She got this gorgeous frame, wood frame, and then she took out every picture from the book. Do you see this? It's incredible. Look at that. The Lonely Doll. Have you guys seen The Lonely Doll? It's like my favorite children's book of all time. There's Edith, and Mr. Bear, and Baby Bear. Little Bear, I think his name is. Edith, and Mr. Bear, and Little Bear. You're nothing but a silly. That's what she says in there. I love her so much. But anyway, so I don't know where we're going to put that yet, but I love, love, love that. I mean, it means so much to me. Isn't that the coolest thing? PB, I know you're being so patient. So then I got a very, very personal letter, just right here. But I just want to tell you that I got it. I don't want to... it is from Kathy, and... Oh, but she did say not that anything in this letter is worth sharing, but I don't care if you share any of it or all of it in a video. But I just want to say I felt like it was personal. It's a very personal story of hers. And so I'm not going to share it on the video, but I am going to respond to you, Kathy. So thank you so much for the letter. I love when people send me letters like that. And then the next thing I wanted to show was I got this awesome package from Lucy at Rootfledge Founder and Rootfledge. And I never, to be honest with you, she said, hi Peter, I hope this package finds you well. My friend Hillary Jones is a big fan. She wanted me to send, oh, Hillary's the one. Big fan of Rootfledge. I included some natural shades and some pastel shades as well. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And then Hillary, oh wait, and then she, oh, that's it. Okay. So anyway, she sent me all of these things. Well, when Hillary contacted me, I think it was Hillary, and talked to me about this. So what it is it's temporary hair color. You guys get ready, okay? So she sent me, because everybody wants to see me with brown hair, but I don't want to go back to brown hair full time, because I like my white. She sent me, which one's this? Medium brown. Cotton candy. Look at that pink. I think that pink might be really fun. So we might try that. A little bag of something. I don't know what this is. A little bag of surprises. A unicorn. And then lavender haze, which I really want to try that. Dark brown, which I want to try the browns. And then this one is ethereal blue, which I think is my favorite. When you see the color, you'll die. I mean, like, seriously. What do you guys think about coloring my hair those colors for the summer? So aren't they so cool? So I'm gonna try those in a video. I'm a little scared about it, honestly, but I'll try it. So I'm super excited about that. Okay. Then the next thing is, it's a very short note, I already know. Faith Ann. You know Faith Ann. We know Faith Ann from my You Now stream. She sent me these because she said she's been promising to send them for months. They are like true doctor approved sheer white strips for your teeth, so I have a bright white smile, because I don't, because my teeth are like corn in Indiana. So thank you so much, Faith Ann, for that and everything else. It means the world to me. The next thing I'm a little confused about, to be honest with you. And it's from Linda. I don't know if this stuff was purchased for YouTube, from YouTube. I don't know if Linda is from YouTube. If you're Linda, could you contact me? Because if you work for YouTube, I would like to maybe talk to somebody at YouTube and have a little contact inside of YouTube. But the reason I'm confused is because Linda sent me this and she said, "Dear Peter, love your authentic content. Keep sharing your life. I'll keep watching. Enjoy these YouTube treats. From Linda, hugs to Pee-Pee." It's on You Now stationery. Okay, like actual You Now stationery, I think. First and foremost, she sent me a trucker hat with YouTube on it. I love it. I mean, I wore this all around last night because I'm trying to get it to form to my head. So the reason I don't wear hats right away, sometimes, you guys, is I have to get them to form to my head. Right now I'm like kind of between two sizes. I can't tell which one I like better, if it's a little bit larger or a little bit smaller. So there's that. And then she sent me this YouTube water bottle, which you will start seeing making appearances in all of my videos. And then she sent me this little YouTube journal, which I love so much. And then she sent me all these YouTube stickers, which I thought was so cool, but it was kind of like, are you from YouTube? Or do you work at YouTube? Or I don't know. And like the address on it was like from YouTube, and so I don't know. So Linda, are you from YouTube? If you are, that means the world to me. And I thought that was very, very cool. So I'm so excited about that. So since we're doing this, I guess I should probably talk about this. My merch shop will be going up, hopefully, on Monday. I started working on it last night. Oh, shoot. So I'm hoping to get it up by Monday. And I'm having t-shirts, and I'm gonna have water bottles that say things like who'd care, irrelevant, things like that. My ringtones hopefully will be up next week. A lot of people have been asking for this stuff for months and months and months. Feel no obligation to buy it. But since people continue pee-pee. Come up here. Continue pee-pee. But since people keep on asking for it, we thought, well, why not? And what's one of the ringtones gonna be? It's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. It's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. Don't worry about us, cause we'll be all fine. Come kiss. Didn't think I'd do ringtones, did you? But I'm going to, so get ready. All right, and then I also had talked to somebody about my Hillbilly Homophobe song coming out. So I'm like really gonna make this stuff happen, so just get ready. If you've been one of those people that have been wanting that stuff for a long time or didn't think I would do it or excited about it, get excited because it's gonna happen and I'm super excited about it. So anyway, those are all my gifts, guys. It was wonderful, I loved it. All right, talk to you later, bye. Hi. What bad lighting this is. Alex actually found me this light that's like a ring light that goes on your phone or like around, it could just go around the camera in here, which would be great. But can you imagine me driving down the street with this huge ring light in my face? But anyway, I'm off to a meeting with Tanya. Getting ready to go get Tanya. And, come on. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to charge my phone. Where's my charger? Please tell me I have my charger. Oh, here it is. Get out the gate. I wanted to film my nephew at this thing that was so cute, you guys. It was like, so they like sang everybody, like they had like all of the, why is it so dark? Oh, because I have the other light on. Like they had like like that is too much. Every baseball team that was playing this year. I just want you to know that my root beer chapstick melted and I am devastated about it. So anyway, it's now like wanky. But they had like every baseball team from like the 4-year-olds all the way up to high school in this like league that's gonna play this summer. And so they like introduced all of the dignitaries, which is the coaches. It was so funny because like Alex sent me this thing and it was like the outline of when it was, and it was like 5:45 to 6:15, the parade of dignitaries. And I texted him, I said, I need to hurry because I don't want to miss the dignitaries. So anyway, all the dignitaries, that's the coaches. Those are the fathers and mothers who donate their time to volunteer for baseball coaching. But anyway, oh my God, I've never seen so many people in my entire life. And Alex goes, we were sitting there with his grandma and Sebastian, our other nephew, who's 1.5 years old. And Alex goes, like, seriously, why is this so long? And I go, Alex, do you have any idea? Like, these are Saturdays for parents. Like, this is why, like, when you're a parent and you get your kid involved in sports, like, it's all day. Like, this is what it is. And he was like, oh my God. And there was like concession stands and bounce houses and all this kind of stuff. And I wanted to like record some of it, but my camera had like 13%. And by the time that I got there, it was like, I think it was less than that almost. So I was like, I'm not lugging my camera everywhere. And I carried Sebastian around most of the time. And so that was fun. And then I saw his mom and I saw his grandma, and we're going over there for Easter Sunday. So that'll be nice. And then I'm going to hang out with my good Judy. And I've been trying to set up my merch shop all weekend long, and I fucked it up. I can't even get started talking about this because everything I do ass backwards. It's just, I mean, like, I'll fix it, but it's like everything I do ass backwards. Are you like that? Like, I always figure stuff out, but like by fucking it up first, if that makes sense. Like, everything I know how to do, I know because I fucked, excuse my language, but I'm just over it right now. Everything I know how to do, I know because which hat should I wear? The pink one. Everything I know. Oh my God, I have 3 hats in here. I can't show Tanya that hat because she wants it. But anyway, everything that I do, like, I fuck it up. Like, true story, every time. So of course I fucked up this merch shop, and you know, now I've got 15 shops opened, all under different email accounts and names, and it's just like, oh my God. So I'm going in there and deleting them and trying to figure all this shit out, and whatever, I'll figure it out. So basically it was just like an average, it felt like a Saturday today, kind of. It was really weird, which is not, it's fine for me. But I met with the client and then had the rest of the stuff to do all this afternoon. So it was, you know, it was cool. Planned a little team building weekend that I'm gonna do with some people. And that was with my client, and then had lunch with Teresa. It's been a good day. And now it's 9:30, and sometimes I typically go to this, but Tawny goes sometimes with me. It's a candlelight, and it legit is a candlelight. People always ask me, they're like, are there really candles? Yes, it's really in the dark. It's really candlelit. It's very spiritual. I love it. So, and we'll probably get fountain cokes or coffee on the way. I'm kind of craving a cup of coffee right now, like hot coffee, like not an iced coffee, like a hot coffee. Hot coffee, baby. I think I'm gonna get, on my merch shop, I'm gonna get t-shirts that say everything on them, and I'm gonna get a t-shirt that says Venti Iced Coffee 2 Equal. Please. How cute is that? Nobody will get it. But anyway, and then and then Ola sent me, she made a logo of this, but it's a P, so those are gonna be my hats. So excited. Anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to turn this off so in case I want to talk a little bit later, I can. And it won't be an hour long like all my other vlogs. Bye. I've been driving around listening to my audiobook tonight. It's interesting because I really like this book that I'm listening to. I'm being trolled really hard tonight on Twitter, which like 6 months ago would really bother me. If you don't know what trolling means, it means like when people just like say all this nasty stuff about you really for no reason, except for apparently they hate you for some reason, right? And I'm not even going to get into what it's about because it's just so ridiculous. There's just no merit in it whatsoever. And, you know, I think at a certain point in your life, you realize like what's really important and what's really not important. And I was sitting there reading the comments, and in my, like 6 months ago, it probably would have eaten me up a little bit because I was new to the YouTube thing. But like, I was reading these comments and I thought, this is really sad that these people feel so negatively towards me when they don't even know me. Like, none of them reached out to me. None of them said I have a concern with you. None of them said these things to me. And I was just like, and there's no basis in fact on anything that they said to me. It's just stirring the pot, trying to get a reaction from me. And I thought, you know, here I am, had a great evening with my best friend, you know, great evening with my husband, an afternoon, and I'm driving around listening to this audiobook, and you guys are like consumed with negativity. And it was so funny because like for some reason I was like in my head and I was like, oh my God, what is that song that Diane Keaton sings in Annie Hall? And so I found the scene, and it's when she sings "Seems Like Old Times" at the end of the movie, and she's in the bar. Do you guys remember? Have you seen Annie Hall? I love the movie Annie Hall. And in fact, if you look in my kitchen, I'll show it to you next time I'm in the kitchen and I'm filming. But in the kitchen, my mom gave me, because we both loved that movie so much, this little framed picture of them when they're standing on the street corner. And her style in that movie is just so cool, isn't it? But anyway. So she sings, and it seems like old times, and I was like sitting there, listening, and I was like, seems like old times, having you to talk with. And I was like thinking about it. I was thinking about my mom and I, and like how we used to like, I can remember in the summer, it's so nice in Indianapolis tonight. It's like 65 now, and it was like 80 today, and it's just been a beautiful night. It's like dewy outside. It's like the beginning. You can tell that like it's like the spring summer. It's like we're going into summer, and I love that feeling, you know. And like my mom and I would like sit on the porch. We had like this like glassed-in porch. It was actually like a room in our house. We would have all the windows to the woods open, or we would like, you know, sit on the floor in her bedroom with all the with all the windows open and dark, and we would watch Annie Hall or Rear Window or To Kill a Mockingbird or Arsenic and Old Lace or the Thin Man series, and what were some of her other favorites? My mom loved old movies, you know, and The Man Who Knew Too Much, when God, what's her name in wow, one that sings K, Sora. That's not really how it goes, but we loved all the Alfred Hitchcock movies, you know, Rope and The Man Who Knew Too Much and Rear Window, and what are the other ones? Suspicion. And but we would watch those, you know, and we would get scared, and we would eat like peanut butter sandwiches and apples with salt and popcorn, just big huge bowls of popcorn that we would make on the stove. You remember when we would make popcorn on the stove? And I was thinking about that tonight. I just was like so filled with like this great memory, you know? And it's just so interesting to me, like how many people are so just filled and consumed with like anger and hate. And maybe like, because I am a believer that things happen, you know? And maybe I had to see that this week to kind of recognize some areas that I get angry about, you know? Because I'm not perfect. I don't take it to that level because I don't have a necessity to do that and shove it down somebody's throat. I just, you know, I have better things to do. But I was thinking about that and I thought, life is really as simple as, you know, like an Alfred Hitchcock movie on the floor of my mom's bedroom late at night with a peanut butter sandwich and an apple with salt. Do you remember those days of drinking that? And lemonade, always lemonade. Loved those moments. So much fun. So much fun. One of the things I loved about my mom when I was growing up was that my mom was like such a kid. Like, I know I talk in here a lot about being sad about my mom and stuff like that, but a lot of it is really like joy and just like great times that we had, you know? And like, my mom was like, not childish, but like such a good parent for a child because she always played games with me. And she would say, like, I can remember us playing Monopoly, and if like I would get upset because she got like a what do you call it? Like what are those things called? Why can't I think? Like Park Place and Boardwalk. What are those things called? If she would get like a property that I wanted, she would say, honey, do you want me to let you win? And I'd be like, no. And I was upset because I didn't want her to let me win. I wanted to win on my own, you know, like, and she always played tennis with me, and we would swim in the summers, and my mother was somebody, and I'm like this with kids too, like, I love to swim, and like, I love playing games with people in the pool, like Marco Polo and all that kind of stuff. And we used to do this thing where we would like, so you take this hand and then this leg, and then you hop on it, and you try to get the other person down with one arm. And Tanya always laughs because this one time, so we have a condo in our or we have a pool in our neighborhood because we live in a condo association. It's a nice pool. It's like I'm sure this vlog will probably make some pool appearances. And but anyway, my mom and I were in there, and there's like all these old ladies, and they're like in the pool, and my mom just like goes straight through the middle of them, right? And she's like, doing the backstroke, folks, just doing the backstroke, just swimming laps right through the back of them. And Tanya always, like, when shit gets too serious, Tanya will go, just doing the backstroke, folks, like to change the subject. So funny. Seems like old times having you to walk with. Seems like old times. My mom loved to sing. She was a singing Hoosier at IU, which is apparently a big deal. I didn't know that though. She'd always say about my Aunt Kathy, she'd say, now you know your Aunt Kathy's tone deaf. I'm probably a little tone deaf. I don't really care, I just love to sing. I love to write songs in my head, and it's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. Do you hear that stillness? Isn't that so amazing? Like, listen. Listen to the sound of outside. I love that. Oh, I almost told a story, but I can't tell it. You guys are all like, no, you have to tell it now. Well, Tanya and I ran into somebody tonight, and we were talking about the Herb Baumeister thing, and this person was like, oh my God, I totally remember him. I was out at a bar, and he was buying cocktails for everybody. I was like, you are lying. Nope, no. And I was like, as they were telling this story, because I've known this person forever, I was like, oh my God, like, I kind of remember that. But it would have been like when I was like really heavily drinking. And what was really weird was they name dropped a couple people that like I hadn't even remembered in like 15, 20 years. And I was like, and they were so like, yes, like we were, don't you remember? And I was like, no, I don't remember that. Because Tony was like, oh my God, you guys could have gone home with her Baumeister ended up dead. And they were like, he was buying drinks for us. And then looked at me and was like, don't you remember? I was like, oh my God, no. If I did, I would have put that in my video. Are you kidding me? I'm convinced now I was supposed to be one of them. It makes me so, like, crazy sad. Melissa wants to go out there so bad still, and I told her, I said, I can't do it, Melissa. I said, it's just so sad to me. Like, I made the video, but now that I've kind of, like, stepped away from the whole situation, it's like, it was like Teresa and I today were talking about, like, she was asking me about that case, and then we were talking about Helter Skelter, because if you follow my booktube channel, I've been reading Helter Skelter for like a year. I just can't get through it. And it's really, like, it's weird that I can't get through it, because it's a book that I would really get into, and I love it. It's like, it's so good, but it's so devastating for me to read, too. Like, I get real emotional reading it. It's like I'm there. It's so weird. And that's not just me and feeling sensitive to things. If you haven't read Helter Skelter, which is about the Charles Manson murders, I mean, it is so detailed that you really do feel like you're there. And it opens with the maid going into the house and discovering all the bodies. And it's crazy when you read it, excuse me, because you literally feel like you're walking through the house. Like, I can't even explain it to you, because it's not the adjectives they use, because there really aren't any. I mean, it's just very factual. And I think the fact that it's written so cold is what makes it so terrifying. And it's just the weirdest thing. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. So Teresa's like, now if you want to do a buddy reads, I'll read it with you. And I was like, okay. But I am so bad at buddy reads. I like do buddy reads with people, and then they're like, I finished the book, and I'm like, I haven't started the book. But I eventually do. Last year, some buddy reads I did was The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. That book, if you don't watch my booktube channel, was incredible. I loved that book. So, oh my God, that book was so good. I read that with Graham at Mega Man Chief Fan. That's his YouTube channel. I love Graham. He's such a neat high school kid. And so well read. Like, you know, making phenomenal videos about phenomenal books. And he's so well read for his age. I think he's 16. And then I read with Malice, with Philippe, who he's just turned 18, and he's the YA reader. That's his booktube channel. And he's from Portugal. And he didn't like it. I loved it. I'll be surprised if they don't make that into a movie. That was really good. It was really well done. And then who else? And then I read The Great American Whatever, but I didn't finish that. What did I read with that one girl, Casey? Casey reads. She and I read something, and I finished it, and she didn't. Now I can't remember what it was, but I loved. Oh my God, the one that they're making into a movie that Steven Spielberg bought the rights to is the best book that I read last year. Hands down, the best book that I read last year. Oh shoot, Ernest Cline. Oh, you guys, the other book that he wrote is called Armada. Ernest Cline. You guys are like, some of you are shouting it. Well, for those of you that want to know what the book is, because somebody out there will want to know what I thought the greatest book of last year is, could you please could you please put it in the comment section below, because I can't for the life of me right now remember what that book is called. Ernest Cline. I'm like half tempted just to pull over and pull it up on my phone and see what it was called. I'm actually going to do this because somebody's going to want to know. I know in the comment section somebody's going to go, it was the best book that you read last year. Well, actually, somebody gifted it to me. I am going to pull over. Somebody gifted it to me. Lock my door so nobody gets me. On Audible, and I listened to it on Audible. It was so good. Oh my God, why can't I remember? I can never remember the name of this book. Isn't that crazy? Seems like old times having you to walk with. Ready Player One. Oh my God. It is such a great book. It is like watching, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It is like watching like an epic it's like reading an epic movie. Like, it was so good. And you can't even really get the full... So many people, though, that read it said that they didn't like it. I just was so, like, floored by that. Because it's kind of about video games, and I don't love video games at all. I don't even like them. I don't get them. They're over my head. And it was about avatars and all this kind of stuff, but then there was, like, a romance in it, and then it was adventure. It was so, so good. And Steven Spielberg is making it into a film, and it's supposed to come out in 2018. I cannot wait. I think they're filming it in Ireland. And I was just like... I cannot wait until this movie comes out. I mean, the book was unbelievable. So, and then a lot of people said they didn't like Armada, but I downloaded it on Audible. You guys listen, okay? I have a problem with Audible. I moved my credits up so that I get 2 credits a month instead of 1. But, like, I'm so behind on listening to audiobooks that I now have, like, 10 credits that I haven't used. And I have, like, 42 books that I haven't read on Audible. How am I ever going to catch up with that? It's ridiculous. This vlog is all over the place tonight. Seems like old times having you to walk with. Maybe I'll have an old time movie night tomorrow night. Just think of my mama and make peanut butter sandwiches and apples and all that stuff. Sunday is Easter, and that was my mom's favorite holiday of all time, and we are going to... I've gotten so many really sweet Easter messages, thank you. And we are going to Alex's mom's house for a cookout in the afternoon, so I'm real excited about that. To do something, you know? Yeah. And that's about the size of it for today. Alright, you guys, I love you. Do something fun today. Take care of yourself and do something fun. Have some kind of ice cream you haven't had in a long time. Take a risk. Play a game. Watch an old movie. If you want a movie recommendation, crank the windows open and watch Rear Window. I love that movie. The original, though. Not the one with Christopher Reeves. The original. Or some kind of old movie like that. Arsenic and Old Lace is really good, too, but that's not an Alfred Hitchcock movie. All right, guys. Good night.